So those job numbers did come out Friday. We thought of you right away. At 248,000 jobs in September, more than anticipated, I guess. And unemployment ticking down to 5.9%. What does this say about the economy?
Well, on the show last week, I predicted 200,000 jobs, unemployment rate staying where it was. So I boofed that one. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
It was even more positive. It says the economy is creating jobs. I know people like to say, well, the unemployment rate that's in the headlines conceals a lot of stuff going on. But really, it does, but it also tells an important story, and that is one of consistent hiring and fewer people searching for work unsuccessfully.
So we're talking, what is it, like 55 months or so? I mean, it's a long stretch of...
And one of the longest.
Right.
The longest, I think, since they've been keeping track of this for the past 60 years.
And they're talking 10 million jobs total or something. But
yeah.
I mean, so gradually, right, maybe slowly, I mean, every month it just keeps better and better and better.
Right. And the mix of jobs has shifted from overwhelmingly low-paying ones. We've seen more middle-wage jobs. You can just let it be the positive story. There is sad stuff. There are like 6 million workers who don't count as unemployed because they're not looking. But the fact that they're not looking means that they're not looking. Meaning if you were to try to find a job, you wouldn't be competing against them. So if this keeps happening, I mean, economists say, well, some of those people ought to come back. That's actually a big debate. And what people are watching is how this economic news will affect the Federal Reserve, since Congress is out of the question. They won't do anything no matter what. Right. Will the Fed ease up on its expansionary monetary policy because they think the labor market is tightening up? Now, we still don't have wage growth, which I think suggests some of those people on the sidelines could come back, and employers are aware that there are a lot more job applicants out there, so workers aren't feeling secure enough to ask for raises. But still, it's a positive story.
So what I can never understand about this is, I mean, it is good news, almost no matter how you look at it, and it's been going on consistently. Why? I'm not sure the right question. But why don't people feel better about the economy, or why do so many commentators and economists and the media talk about the economy is still in a slump, right?
Well, in some ways,
it's not, is it?
Well, we got really used to a lame job growth. I mean, this still isn't setting our hair on fire with awesomeness. It's pretty good. It's not incredible.
Yeah.
And people's wages aren't going up. According to the data.
That's the real deal, isn't it?
And people know, the surveys tell us, friends and family who are unemployed or who have been unemployed, or they themselves have been unemployed. So there's been so much trauma that people are scarred, and they don't think the economy will ever be as good as it was before that. It won't return to just a normal rate of growth, that we're just sort of stuck with this moderate but not amazing growth that we've got right now.
And when you talk about the wages not growing, it also shows that that they're probably just settling for whatever they can get their hands on work-wise.
And I think employers have learned that they can get as much work done and pay less, and so why are they going to raise wages?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's, I think, one of the really sad, lasting things from all this is when things got bad, these companies figured out how to adapt, right? They're business people. They know how to make it work. And why would they ever go back?
If the unemployment rate is going down and approaching, lower 5%, which economists say is full employment, you'd expect to see wages going up.
Right.
Because workers becoming more valuable, but that hasn't happened. So I think there is something, when you get past the headline, there is something to the idea that it's not all good news, and people know there are a lot of unemployed people who could come off the sidelines and start competing for jobs.